So maybe at its core, maybe I don't want to just provide an amazing experience for my customers. Maybe I just want to be the biggest and the best. But I know that the way to do that is to provide an amazing experience and something that's of value to your customers, and to be a good person, and to care about your customers, and to care about your employees. And if you're gonna work this much, do it the right way and have fun. Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of the Learning by Doing podcast. I am your host, Ethan, and we are broadcasting from the OG Thirst Store in Salt Lake City, Utah on 1300 South. This is the OG store. This is where it all started. This is where I used to work every shift, open to close. This is where no one used to come all day, zero sales all day. So this is the OG store that we're broadcasting out of. I'm live here on Instagram. This is also an episode of my podcast. If you're joining me live on the Instagram, recording it here, it's gonna go up on my podcast, my YouTube channel, and of course, the IGTV for the Instagram. Episode 2 of Learning by Doing podcast. Episode 1 was just an introductory episode, and I'm gonna go into just what's been going on and a few key points that I wanted to talk about, but holy cow, Saturday night, what an amazing week. Catering is off for the night, so we had I think just 2 catering events tonight. They were both soda bar and pretzels events, so both the teams went off for those. It's been nice. So I bought a catering van and I'm able to do multiple events and not have to go myself. So it's been really awesome. So right now they're pulling our big catering trailer with my personal truck, which I've kind of just sold to my business at this point. And then I just bought a catering van, which we roll a soda bar up into, and they can have the whole package in the van. And so a little bit of peace of mind, I can hang out a little bit tonight and do an episode of the podcast. So a couple things I'm really excited about. First is what I did tonight. So wanted the stores to be busy. In fact, last night, we have a feature this weekend that it's Cutler's Cookies. Great feature, super popular. If you know Thirst, every weekend we do a weekend feature. Don't want to go into that whole rundown, but every weekend we do a weekend feature, and it's Cutler's Cookies this weekend. And so yesterday we ordered a ton, and we sold out super, super early. And so it made kind of Friday night, there wasn't a lot of hype, there wasn't a lot going on. And so it was just average sales, maybe below average. And so tonight, I was like, we gotta pump up Saturday night, we gotta give them something, because it works best. Sales at the stores work best if there's something going on, if there's a feature, if there's a special, there has to be something going on. And so, or something exciting, a text blast that's going out, or a new product that just came out. And so you gotta keep it exciting for the customers. So tonight, since we had a little bit of a not so much night feature this weekend, sent out a text blast to my super thirsty text list. Now I want to talk about text marketing. You guys probably heard me yelling about it a few months ago. I'm like, text marketing, text your customers, text your customers. Well, I ran into this little roadblock. It's called, there's too many customers in your text list, and it costs way too dang much to send it to all of them. So what has been the best strategy is to segment those lists. And the way I've been doing it is I created something called the Super Thirsty List. Super Lonely. Have you ever heard the song? It's like a TikTok song. Super Lonely. La, 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 la. Okay. Anyways, created something called the Super Thirsty List. Now, the way I'm building this list is I set up a keyword I use easy texting for this segmented stuff. It's called easytexting.com. You can set up a keyword, text Ethan to whatever your number is. The thirst number is 474747. And hear his podcast, whatever that may be. Basically, I did that with the Super Thirsty list. I made a keyword, super thirsty. So if you text super thirsty to 474747, I'm on my Instagram stories. So think about the filters this has to go through, okay? First, I go to the Thirst Instagram stories. I get on there, selfie video. We have 21,000 followers. How many people watch the stories? I'm not sure exactly, but I'm flipping the camera to my face and I'm saying, hey, if you, person watching this story, want exclusive discounts about Thirst, text super thirsty to 474747 and we will send you exclusive deals just to you. Coupons, products, promotions, free stuff, like whatever. Just like an excitement list, exclusive with exclusive offers. And so just from those Instagram stories, I've been building it up over the last few weeks. I think I was just sent one out and I had 18 1,827. So 1,827 contacts. Now, for me to send a text to Super Thirsty multiple times a week, it's super affordable, okay? Versus my whole text list. I have a whole text list of like 20 or 30,000. So if I send out a text to them, it costs me like over $1,000 to send out a text. Now, I'm probably not gonna get my money back on that, or even if I am, that's a hefty upfront investment for me as a small business. So I created this Super Thirsty list. And why it works so well, why I love this list so much, because these are actually people who found, there's no billboard, there's no signs out at the stores that says text Super Thirsty. These are the people that I know are hardcore enough to watch our Instagram stories and then go leave the Instagram, go to messages, type Super Thirsty, what was that number again? Go back to the story, 474747, sign up for this list. These people buy my stuff. I know that these people buy my stuff, and it's way more cost effective and ROI positive for me to send a text to the Super Thirsty list than it is to the whole list, because I know these people already like my stuff. I know that they buy stuff from me. And by the way, it's value on both ends. I always like to check myself. Is there value on both ends? Because sometimes if I don't do that, this is a little tangent, but sometimes if I don't check and make sure there's value on both ends, meaning, am I giving the customer something that I feel like they're getting good enough value to pay the money they're giving me on? Because if I don't, then that's when you get into scamming stuff. And I think if a lot of business owners said, hey, is there value on both ends of what the business deal I'm doing right now? You know, like I see my boy McLovin on here. I see some of my friends on here, and I talk to my fellow business owner friends a lot. Is the product you're giving your customer, if you were on the other end, would you be like, dang, this was an amazing deal? This is an amazing deal. And that's how I feel about my product, and that's how I feel specifically about this Super Thirsty text list. And so, boom, that's a check mark in my head, like green. Okay, you're being a good person here. Carry on with this business strategy. So I checked the box there with the Super Thirsty list. Am I providing enough value by this list in return for what they're giving me and buying all my stuff? And yes, absolutely. So I feel really good about that. Super Thirsty list. You have to segment. Find out the customers that like your things. Find a way to segment them via text. If they really like your stuff, they're gonna sign up for the list. So make a separate keyword. Anyways, it's been crushing. I can send anything out on it and it'll sell like wildfire. So I'm really excited about it. Anyways, that's what I'm talking about on texting. I should have brought a drink up here. Up next, I was gonna talk to you about Happy Cards. This is like the #1 recommendation. If I could go back and talk to myself, a couple years back, just after Thirst was getting started and the name was getting out there, there is no better way to penetrate a community and get new customers and make money, by the way, than to do a fundraising program for your business. Now, I understand that it works pretty dang well with my specific model, but I think it could work with a lot of, restaurants, food chains, even like things like a trampoline park type, like entertainment type businesses. You can always develop a fundraising program. Here's how it works, why it works so dang good. Let me just give you the example of how I'm doing it. Basically, I created this program called the Happy Carbs program, and it has worked amazing penetrating the new Mill Creek community at our new Mill Creek store. Basically what I did is create a business card that has 7 drink punches on it, and it depends on the card, but say 4 pretzels on it. I then sell this card to an organization like a high school for say $15. Then they'll resell it to their supporters, so all their kids will go out and sell the cards to the community. They'll resell it to their supporters for like $30. The retail value of the card is like $50. So they're making $20 a pop profit, and they're selling some, like Skyline and Highland sold like 1,000 cards. They made over $20,000 profit. So we know it works good for the school. It's $20,000 each, okay? Now, let's look at it from the business end. I put 7 drinks for pretzels. Let's go for that. Average cost of the 7 drinks is about 60, let's say 75 cents a drink, okay? Plus about 50 cents. This is just ingredient cost on the pretzel cups too. Now, my cost is way under $15. I'm like $6-7 cost on that, so I'm making money on every card. But the best part about it is I'm getting new customers like crazy, because they sold 1,000 cards. You don't sell 1,000 cards to just a couple people. You sell 1,000 cards to everyone in the community. So basically what's been happening is they went out and sold 1,000 cards to everyone around Mill Creek. We've been getting brand new customers from all over the community would have never otherwise tried us. We're making money when they come to us because remember that card that they have in their hands? We made money on it when we sold it to the organization for 15. And so it's just amazing. It's literally like getting new customers into your door to try your product at not only no cost, but you're at positive cost. It's like positive cost marketing. I don't even know how to phrase it. You're making money on getting new customers. It's insane. So the Happy Card program, I'm super pumped about. Last thing, I'm gonna cut it short. I had a couple more topics, but the thing I'm most excited about right now is one of the biggest problems in the shop right now we have is we are making all of the dough for the stores, pretzel dough for the stores, and all of the catering orders for the stores in the stores. So what I'm gonna be doing is I found this commercial kitchen space that we put an offer in on, nothing's official yet, but it will basically be our bakery kitchen. We'll make all the pretzel dough there, but also right now I'm buying my cookies from another supplier and reselling them. I'm gonna be making the cookie dough at this kitchen, and then I'm gonna have my stores fresh bake them. Chocolate chip and peanut butter only. So I'm gonna make those two doughs at this kitchen, our Thirst kitchen, and then I'm gonna have the stores bake them up fresh. So I'm super pumped about it. It's gonna change the game for our cookies. It's gonna change the game for our cost on the cookies, because right now I'm buying them for 80 cents and flipping them for like $1.50. It's crap. And after all the labor frosting them up, I get nothing on them. So change the cookie game, change the pretzel dough game, because like at Mill Creek where we make all the dough right now, there is zero room to do anything because we're trying to make all the pretzel dough in there, and there's big ass mixers in there. And so we're moving the mixers, we're gonna move the mixers to the new commercial kitchen, make all the dough for the stores at the kitchen, and ship it out to the stores. And also we're gonna have ovens there that are gonna make all the catering orders. Cause like today, for example, super busy, slammed it with the stores. But on top of that, so we're super busy, slammed it with the stores. They're trying to make pretzels for their store. And on top of that, we have people in there trying to use those same ovens to make catering orders too. So it's just a nightmare. And there's way too many people in the kitchen. So this new kitchen, I'm super, super pumped about. But I haven't even gotten to the reason why I'm most pumped about it. So this is a big, huge kitchen. I don't know why they can't get the phone. This is a big, huge kitchen. And what I want to do out of it is make it a ghost kitchen. A delivery-only kitchen version of Thirst. Now, this is kind of a long explanation, so I gotta hurry it up. Basically what I'm gonna do is, I got to thinking, what makes a pizza place be able to internally deliver every one of their orders? Minimum orders. There's a minimum order, same like with chip cookies or Domino's, they have $15, $20 minimum orders. I'm gonna make something like that, probably like $25, $30 minimum orders for Thirst delivery. So instead of selling cups of pretzels, I'm gonna sell boxes of pretzels, boxes of beignets, and here's another hooker. The internal Thirst features like pretzel dogs, mozzarella sticks, pepperoni, jalapeno pretzel bites, we're gonna do those. The reason we can't do those full time at our stores, there's not enough lead time. There's not enough lead time from when the customer's ordering it in the drive-through to when they need to pick it up at the window. There's not enough lead time for us to make it. So what we're gonna do is offer these full-time boxes of them at delivery only. We're gonna start a Thirst. This is what I wanna do. By the way, this is all in theory. This is what I'm trying to pull off. This is my current excited idea. Create a Thirst delivery line out of this kitchen for boxes of our stuff, or like if it's the pretzel dog mozzarella, like a sampler box, say pick 3 or 4 things, and beignets full time. Ordering pizza on the weekends for you and your friends, ordering chip cookies on the weekends for you and your friends, or just on a weeknight. What about a box of beignets? Who said you can't do that? So I think good treats are gonna be this is a viable business idea for delivery, so I'm pumped about it. I think I could crush it on it using Facebook ads to convert into the delivery sale right on a web page, and Google ads. Straight up Google search intent ads. Food delivered tonight, or food delivery. I'll own those search terms in Salt Lake. Try to be super good at that. That's what I want to do. Create a Thirst internal delivery line, and it'll make all the catering orders, and it'll make all the dough and all the cookie dough, and we're gonna have soda machines in there, because you can also, like if you had a delivery, you could add drinks on there too, but there's just a minimum order. So if you're gonna do drinks only, it's gonna be a huge drink order. the other thing I'm going to do in there is we've been wanting to do like a Thirst University for our employees before they hit the stores. So what we're going to do in there is have those soda machines set up and do like an in-person like book and written training at that facility, and they're going to learn how to make all the drinks seamlessly before they even hit the stores at this facility. Anyways, I'm pumped about it. It's been an amazing week. I gotta go check on our stores right now, and then I'll probably get out of here. But super pumped. Left it all on the table this week. Left it all on the field, Left it all on the field this week. Been going hard, super fired up, a lot of good things on the horizon, and man, super grateful for my team right now. It's hot, and it's a hard time to work. We're short-staffed, and we're really busy, super busy. So grateful for my team. Also, really grateful for our customers. Like, people don't understand how actually grateful I am for our customers, and you don't see a lot of other companies or business owners care so much about the customer experience. I actually do. I actually do, and it's one of those selfish to be selfless things. The reason I actually do is because I want to build one of the biggest franchises of all time. And I know that the way to do that is to actually bring value to your customers. So maybe at its core, maybe I don't want to just provide an amazing experience for my customers. Maybe I just want to be the biggest and the best. But I know that the way to do that is to provide an amazing experience and something that's of value to your customers, and to be a good person, and to care about your customers, and to care about your employees. And if you're gonna work this much, do it the right way and have fun. So anyways, episode 2 of the podcast, of the show. If you've watched the whole thing, if you listened to the whole thing, I'm grateful for you. Let me know what I can do for you. Again, my name is Ethan. We're here at Thirst. This is sponsored by Thirst. Thirst drinks for not just a soda shop, but an experience. We'll see you next time. Have a happy night.